Okay, it was a love marriage, but it has been deteriorating over the years. Uh, he's got very bad attitude problem, plus affairs after affairs, and finally he brought a woman back home. She stayed with us 2 months, and it's just got so bad to a point that we just stopped talking. We're just two different people living in the same house, that's all. Because 4 years ago, when I made a big fuss and chased that woman out, his girlfriend, sanctions started. Sanctions meaning benefits for a wife all taken away. I wasn't allowed to eat. Let's say, okay, 2 kids, the maid, him. So he'll buy 8 pieces of fish, 4 to fry in the afternoon, 4 at night. So if she fries, he counts the fish, the chicken, he counts, comes back and counts. Anything extra fried, the maid will get it. So that's how I got to know I wasn't allowed to eat in the house. He took over marketing and doing grocery. All my personal things like toothpaste, shampoo, everything was taken out of the list. So I was pretty much like a tenant there. I will eat out, have my own cabinet for coffee, tea, biscuits. I caught my husband twice. First time was last year in December. He came back home drunk at 5 in the morning. He picked my daughter up from the bed and he brought her to his bed and he started kissing her all over, and he was on top of her. Okay, I got up and I was just staring in disbelief. Then he stopped. Second time was January this year, also 5 in the morning, drunk. He came back, he was kissing her, and he was on top of her, and I shouted. I said, "Stop it, this is not right. What you're doing is not right." He just stared at me and he rolled over, and I pulled my girl towards me. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe it. It is my children who said, "If you don't do anything, we are going to call Talian Noor." Because I already foresaw my husband doing this. He will say, "I'm a liar, I'm trying to do this because I want a divorce." No. If I wanted a divorce, I would have left him 4 years ago when he brought the woman back. So my daughter said, "If you don't do anything, we're going to call Talian Noor. We know the number." I panicked because if they call, the welfare officers will come and take them away from me also. So I called Talian Noor. I even remember the officer's name, Nadia. She advised me what to do. She said, "Make the police report, go to the hospital, there's a crisis center, they'll put you there, they will check you and all that." So I just followed exactly. Nobody instigated me. So in February, after my children pleaded with me that I have to leave him, I made a police report. And with the police escort, I was taken to UH, where they did a thorough check on them. And their marks, their bruises, because they were also beaten up. They were all measured with a ruler. A gynae, a psychologist, a welfare officer, a GP, and a pediatrician all came and checked both my daughters. But now, after 8 months, the medical report has come up. That too, after my lawyer had to shout and send so many letters. But the medical report shows nothing inside. Children are fine and alert, it says. So now there's a battle now for child custody because it has become a normal case. He is also fighting for full custody because the molest case has been thrown out, lack of evidence. They are saying no marks. But then molest case doesn't have marks unless it was rape. And I've even asked the lawyers, so should I have waited for the children to have been raped first and then come? But by then the court will ask me, what were you doing until then? Okay, right now, it might go the other way, where he might get partial custody. And if he gets partial custody, my children's future is gone. They are going to get so traumatized, God knows what's going to happen to them inside and outside. That's my number one worry. My daughters are saying if he gets that kind of custody, they are going to run away. Both of them are going to just run away, even from me. Then recently, I was in school and 2 police officers in 2 separate patrol cars came to see me, male officers, and they said, we got a remand order, follow us now. I said, it was 10:30 in the morning and I'm a school teacher. I said, I've got classes, I'm working. I'll come when I'm done. No, you come with us now. Where is your principal? We want to see her. So I showed them, then took them to the principal, and she said no, because she was worried. No, you cannot take my teacher out. When she's done, she'll come and see you all. Then they said, no, arahan dari atas. And then ada remand order. And then they also said, tak boleh tunggu lama, nanti dia lari. Then my principal said, she's a government servant, takkan lari mana-mana. Then she negotiated, and in 2 hours time, they said they'll come back. By that time, I had called my family members, and they came. Police also came. They said, get into the car. I said, no, I'm not a penjenaya. I won't get into your car. I'll convoy behind you. Because my students are watching. You know, it was very embarrassing. I followed them to the Damansara Utama police station. There, I waited for 1.5 hours. None of the police officers knew what was going on, what I was there for, except for these 2 constables who were whispering, remand order, remand order. And then finally, Inspector came from Bukit Aman. So I asked him, what is all this? He said, I don't know anything. I was just plucked from somewhere and asked to come and see you and take this statement. What is the statement? It's regarding your earlier statement that you gave about child molest. Is it true? I said, of course it's true. So you do know that if you lie, the consequences, right, that you will end up in jail. I said, yes, of course I know, but I didn't lie. Okay, now sign this saying that you didn't lie. It was a brown color paper and I signed. But now I'm worried whether it will be distorted to their own benefit. That's when he said, yeah, he has made a counter report saying I lied because the molest case has been thrown out, and also peras ugut. Peras ugut is blackmail. If it's blackmail, it must be for money or things, right? Is there any proof? Just the way they asked me, I had no proof about the molest case. So where's the proof that I blackmailed and got anything at all? Even child maintenance, he hasn't paid for so many months. I am very, very angry with the system, with the judiciary, with the police. They are supposed to protect us. But suddenly the tables are turned and I'm a bad person and I have to go to lockup just because I made a case that my children are being molested. I would say, if you were in my case, be very, very careful. Anything you do, ask for a copy. But I wish everyone could help me, because I really, really need help. I need police to do their job correctly. I need the judiciary to listen to me. I'm not lying. I only want justice for my children, nothing else.